Let me ask you a serious question. Why do most people work hard their entire lives, earn money year after year, wake up early, commute daily, and sacrifice time, yet still struggle financially? Why do so many people reach their 40s or 50s with stress, debt, and no real savings? Why does it feel like money comes in, but never stays? It's not because they are lazy. It's not because they are stupid. And it's not because they don't earn enough. The truth is much simpler and more dangerous. Most people keep making the same financial mistakes. Mistakes that are never taught in school, never explained clearly, and rarely warned about. In this video, we're going to break down the top financial mistakes 90% of people make, and more importantly, how you can avoid repeating them. Welcome to Wealth Principles Lab, where we don't sell motivation. We teach how money really works. Mistake number 1, confusing income with wealth. This is the most common mistake of all. Most people believe, if I earn more money, I'll be financially secure. On the surface, this sounds logical, but in reality, this belief is dangerous. Income is not wealth. Income is simply cash flow. Wealth is what you keep, what you grow, and what you control. There are countless high-income earners who live paycheck to paycheck, have no emergency fund, carry large debt, feel constant financial pressure at the same time. There are average earners who save consistently, invest patiently, build assets, slowly gain long-term security. The difference is not income. The difference is financial behavior. Wealth is not about how much money enters your account. It's about what stays, grows, and works for you. Mistake number 2, spending first. Saving later. Most people follow this pattern. Earn, give, spend, give, save. If anything is left, this almost never works. Why? Because lifestyle always expands to match income. As income rises, rent increases, subscriptions multiply, social pressure grows, comfort becomes expectation. Saving what's left over usually means saving nothing. Wealthy individuals flip the formula. Earn, give, save, and invest. Give, spend intentionally. They pay themselves first. Not emotionally, automatically. Saving and investing are treated like non-negotiable bills. Paying yourself first is not a trick. It is a foundation. Mistake number 3, ignoring inflation. Most people save money, but very few think seriously about inflation. They feel responsible and secure when they see their bank balance slowly increase. However, they rarely consider what that money can actually buy in the future. If inflation rises faster than your savings grow, your money is quietly losing value every single year, even though it still looks safe in your account. This is why many people save consistently for decades and still feel financially weak later in life. Saving helps protect money from sudden loss. Investing helps protect its real value. Ignoring inflation is one of the most expensive financial mistakes people make without even realizing it. Mistake number 4, keeping too much cash. People love the feeling of safety. Cash feels safe. Cash feels stable. Cash feels comforting. But long-term, excess cash is dangerous. Why? Cash does not grow. Cash loses value to inflation. Cash creates comfort. Not progress. Holding too much cash means accepting slow financial decline. Cash is important for emergencies. But beyond that, money must work. Idle money slowly disappears in value. Mistake number 5, avoiding investing out of fear. Many people say, I don't invest because it's risky. What they don't realize is this: not investing is guaranteed risk. Inflation guarantees loss to idle money. People fear market ups and downs, short-term losses, lack of understanding, but long-term investing is not gambling. It is structured, disciplined, and strategic. Fear keeps people poor longer than mistakes ever will. Mistake number 6, starting too late. One of the biggest regrets people have later in life is, wish I had started earlier. Time is the most powerful factor in finance. It's compounding rewards. Early action, consistency, patience. Starting late means more pressure, higher risk, less room for error. Waiting for perfect timing is often just fear wearing a different mask. Mistake number 7, lifestyle inflation. This mistake destroys financial progress quietly. As income increases, lifestyle often rises even faster. A new car, a bigger house, more subscriptions, and more commitments slowly become the norm. Raises disappear. bonuses vanish. The result is familiar. The same stress, but with higher financial risk. This pattern is known as lifestyle inflation, and it prevents long-term wealth from forming. Real wealth grows quietly in the background. Lifestyle growth should be intentional and controlled, not automatic. Without discipline, higher income does not create freedom. It simply creates bigger obligations. Mistake number 8. Bad debt management. Most people are never properly taught how debt actually works. As a result, they treat all debt the same, without understanding its long-term impact. This misunderstanding often leads to credit card traps, personal loans for non-essential spending, and lifestyle debt that feels manageable at first, but becomes heavy over time. Bad debt consumes future income before it is even earned. It limits the ability to save or invest, and it increases financial stress month after month. Wealthy people do not avoid debt entirely. They avoid bad debt. They understand that debt without a clear strategy destroys financial progress, while debt used carefully for productive purposes can multiply wealth. The key difference is control. Debt should work for you, not quietly work against you. Mistake number 9, depending on one income source, relying on a single income source, is extremely risky in today's world. Jobs change, industries shift, and economies fluctuate constantly. Yet most people depend entirely on one paycheck for their survival. When that single income is disrupted, financial stress appears immediately. Wealthy individuals understand this risk early. Instead of depending on one source, they slowly build multiple income streams over time. These may include investment income, business income, or asset-based income that continues even without daily effort. This process is not rushed, is not reckless. It is intentional and planned. One income source helps pay the bills, but multiple income sources create stability, flexibility, and resilience. When income comes from different directions, financial shocks become manageable, and long-term security becomes possible. Mistake number 1. Emergency fund. Without an emergency fund, even small problems can turn into financial crises. One medical issue can quickly lead to debt. One job loss can create panic. And one unexpected repair can wipe out years of savings. An emergency fund is not meant to grow your money. It is meant to protect you. It provides breathing room during difficult moments and prevents you from making emotional or expensive financial decisions. When people skip this step, they are forced to rely on debt or desperation. True financial stability starts with protection. Security always comes before growth. Mistake number 11. Chasing quick money. Many people want fast financial results. They chase hot stocks, crypto hype, and so-called get-rich-quick schemes. This short-term thinking often destroys capital instead of building it. Real wealth is not exciting. It's quiet and patient. It grows slowly, and it compounds steadily over time. Quick wins create emotional decisions, while long-term strategies create stability. Chasing speed usually leads to losses, frustration, and repeated mistakes. In finance, patience is not weakness. It is one of the most powerful advantages you can have. Mistake number 12, lack of financial education. Most people were never taught how money works, how investing works, how assets generate income, so they rely on friends, social media, emotions. Ignorance is expensive. Learning how money works is one of the highest return investments anyone can make. Mistake number 13, emotional money decisions. Fear and greed destroy more wealth than bad investments ever could. People panic during market drops, get greedy during hype, buy high and sell low. Emotions replace logic. Successful investors use rules, not feelings. Mistake number 1, for no long-term plan. Most people live financially month to month. They don't plan. Retirement inflation impact long-term goals. Without a plan, money leaks everywhere. A simple long-term plan creates clarity, discipline, confidence. Mistake number 15, waiting for one day. This is the most dangerous mistake of all. I'll start saving one day. I'll start investing one day. I'll learn about money one day. One day rarely comes. Time passes anyway. Small actions today beat perfect plans tomorrow. Most people don't fail financially because they are careless. They fail because they repeat the same mistakes they were never warned about. But now you know. This channel, Wealth Principles Lab, exists to give you the financial clarity schools and society never did.